Hey everyone, I'm King. Welcome back to King Spade channel. So we are continuing the Ragnarok Online 3 third job build mini-series. And this time it is all about the Guillotine Cross. This class is stylish, dangerous and tricky to play. So let's get right into it. To start things off, when I want to understand how the game expects a class to be played, I usually start with the recommended option on the start page. For Guillotine Cross, it points us to one main build, the high burst rolling cutter build. Now rolling cutter is a skill that does not rely much on regular attacks or AG, but instead scales heavily with strength and luck, giving that explosive critical damage burst that really defines this build. If we jump over to the recommended skills page, things get interesting. The build listed is marked with 3-star difficulty. That's basically the game's way of telling us that the Guillotine Cross is hard to play. In fact, so far this is the only job class I've seen with the 3-star difficulty rating in the game. So the big question is, what makes it so hard? Let's find out. Let's start with the first recommended skill, rolling cutter. This is the heart of the Guillotine Cross playstyle. Your character spins rapidly, dealing damage to up to 3 targets while generating blades up to 4 of them. What's unique is that this skill is treated as a normal attack, effectively replacing your regular basic attack. In practice, that means your Guillotine Cross is always spinning and slashing enemies around it. And here's the kicker, it has 0 variable cooldown. That means you can use it endlessly non-stop. Just keep pressing it and you are always in action. Honestly, with just this one skill, you already get a clear picture of how this class is meant to be played. But there's more to it. The next key skill is Cross Reaper Slasher. This one works hand in hand with rolling cutter. After generating blades with rolling cutter, you can hurl them at your target, dealing damage based on how many blades you've stacked up. Together, these two skills form the core of the Guillotine Cross burst damage cycle. And here's something to note, both of these are exclusive to Qatar weapons. That already tells us there could be other builds, maybe dagger focused one or even poison based. But for the Pioneer test, unfortunately the dagger and poison builds are locked. Outside of those two main skills, Guillotine Cross also comes with a set of utility and supplemental abilities. Phantom Menace, for example, summons a rave that attacks up to 5 targets. I personally see it as a lure skill, especially useful in PvE since rolling cutter only hits 3 targets. It helps bring enemies toward you, making it easier to control mobs. Then we have the cloaking exit skill, which puts you in stealth or hiding state for 10 seconds while boosting movement speed, perfect for sneaky approaches. There's also Bully, which increases damage against enemies with negative status effects. That will definitely shine once poison builds become available. Another standout is the Dark Illusion skill. With this skill, you blink to a target up to 12 meters away, applying a slow effect, generate 4 blades, and when used with Cross Reaper Slasher, the blade count triples and damage jumps by 80%. That is a serious combo enhancer. And then there's Dark Claw, a single target skill. At first, it might seem unnecessary when you already have rolling cutter for AoE damage. But here's the catch, rolling cutter does not actually track enemies. It only activates if the enemy is close, which becomes a problem in auto battle mode. The Guillotine Cross will just stand still if no enemies are nearby. Dark Claw fixes this by moving your character toward the target. So once you are in range, rolling cutter can activate. So in autoplay, pairing these two skills together is essential. Of course, if you are playing manually, it is a different story. You can simply spam rolling cutter, moving around freely while spinning non-stop. It honestly looks broken, like a walking blender tearing through enemies. To push things even further, there's Remnant Echo. At level 2, this resonance increases your movement speed, damage and skill range whenever you use rolling cutter. At at level 3, Cross Reaper Slasher evolves into a disc attack, boosting its damage even more. That's where the Guillotine Cross really shines in the late game. And that pretty much covers the Guillotine Cross late game / endgame rolling cutter build in Ragnarok Online 3. It is flashy, powerful, but will be one of the hardest jobs to master, especially because the Guillotine Cross skill set screams power and not so much on survivability, making it a glass cannon, high continuous and burst attack, but low in survivability. That really rely on your masterful timing to get in and out of the target when attacking and dodging. If you love high burst crits and stylish spinning attacks, this class is for you. And that wraps up the Guillotine Cross build. If you've got any questions, feel free to drop them down in the comment below. That's it for this video. This time video shoutout goes to... Thank you for always supporting me and this channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And also don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next video. And as always, happy playing. Bye bye.